Cup thirds grand final. Umpire checking with players at half time. North Geelong 7 goals 6:48 lead Bannockburn 2-3-15. Siren sounds. Umpire puts the ball in the air and we're underway. Third quarter. Good tap out Walsh for North Geelong. Running onto it, Watts. He allows a teammate to come through. Terrific tackling out there by the North Geelong players. But at ground level, Watts again does well, picks it up for Bannockburn. Handball teammate Perkins towards centre wing. Oh, good body work there by Van Ingen. Plays on quickly towards full forward. Oh, great defensive work for North Geelong on that occasion by Turner. Out wide, players out there. Elsie's one of them. Takes the mark. Sort about a handball to Jarney. Now decides to kick it long along the boundary. Well, it's Welsh out there. Does well. Gets around a player too easy. Gets on the favoured left foot towards half forward from behind. Mark not taken there by Bryant. Ball at ground level. Umpire whistle on play. And
going against Bryant, I think. Got the back of his opponent as he dived at the footy there.
Young Perkins, I think it might be.
And I think you're right too, and he comes in on the right foot. His defensive side of the wing kicks.
It was Padani. Sorry.
Oh, big fella's up. Cheesy! Did he take the mark? No, said the umpire. He's probably right too. Violet, he was up high and couldn't quite hang on to that one. He took a beauty in front of us in the first term, I think it was. Couldn't hold on to that one at the start of the third term. The ball has been relayed up there a little bit and it's gone out of bounds the far side. He was up high, Jerry.
Oh, up high. I tell you what, I think it's all very well getting up there, but you get air sickness and drop the footy. Not too good.
He just couldn't hang on to it.
Ball about to be thrown in. Body work there. Welsh, lovely tap down for North Geelong. Swennerson, well, he's gone. Held by the arm. Unfortunately, that is a free kick. And a great tackle there by...
Dillon, was it? Paddy Dillon?
There's Paddy there. The red-headed it was, but the ball at centre of the ground for North. Good teamwork there by Irwin. Picks it up towards Peoples on centre wing. Got Swennerson out there also. It's picked up there and thrust forward by Arnold. North Geelong pretty scrambly at the start of this quarter. Finally picked up Biskin for Bannockburn towards half forward. Players, well, the ball, as it does in our great game, bounces very awkwardly. North Geelong. They've done well in defence on this occasion towards the centre of the ground. Good body work, but mark not taken there by Van Creeken. Ball goes for Elsie. Too strong. Picked it up. Kicks towards half forward. The lead's there from Carr. Attacks the footy. Gets around on the left foot. He's got... Troy back in the corridor. Oh, good body work. Tell you what, this kid can play a bit too. Mitchell Troy goes forward to DeBoon, leading from the goal square. Great teamwork, North Geelong. And at almost 3 minutes into the third quarter, the opportunity to extend their lead. But their teamwork's been sensational. Cookie, hasn't it, all over the ground.
Well, we've just seen their strength too, Eric, body on body. Elsie too strong there. Carr was too strong. So too was Troy in that marking
not big, but he's strong.
But he was used the body beautifully and held his ground and got rid of his opponent legally. And the kick was beautiful. And DeBean should kick the first goal. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on, Cookie. Don't peep before your water comes. The goal umpires come back. As I said, DeBean should kick the first goal of the third term. And he has.
You had your heart in your mouth, I know. 8th goal, North Geelong, and they're starting to make this grand final look pretty reasonable. 8 goals, 6:54, lead Bannockburn 2-3-15. And I guess the advantage, Cookie, of the first goal in every quarter really puts pressure on the opposition.
Well, Bannockburn came out running and got the ball towards the forward zone. Unfortunately, they couldn't get a mark inside that forward 50. He swept back out. There goes Todd Elsie through the centre, set it up beautifully, and DeBean eventually finished it off. And that first goal just puts a really big gap in the game now.
So 4 minutes into the third quarter. Up high there was Welsh. Doesn't get the tap down, but at ground level. Nice little throw out you. Well, the umpire pinged that one because he was facing the same way as we were, and Swennerson a bit stiff because trying to get the play going, unfortunately threw it out rather than hit it out with a hand. Arnold it was, gets the ball to centre half forward for Bannockburn at ground level. Here goes Watts for North Geelong. Kicks it out wide and a safe mark. on centre wing.
The Redheads combining. Fletcher's got it. He flew the hand pass across quickly to Key, who runs onto that left foot, thumps it towards a 1-on-3 contest. The one, unfortunately, was Swenson on his own. He had 3 against him. Brad Watts butted up, kicked the ball back towards Big Woodman, who marks the ball very well in the centre of the ground. Now, Bannockburn need to get some goals on the board. They look for a bit of run there. Who was that coming down the ground? Watts. But he troubled as he kicked.
Yeah, great work.
The ball spilled free. Here's a chance for Bannockburn to take him out. They have Rowan Padani's taken the mark at half forward. He received that one from Mace. Padani goes into the forward zone. Fletcher beautifully backs back, chops the ball off, but unfortunately didn't pick it up. Kick off the ground out of mid-air there from
Violet.
Was it Violet?
Yep.
The big fellow it is, and he's put it through. Well, they needed a goal quick, and they've got one.
Yes, a captain's goal, and much needed for Bannockburn. They're third, 3:21. They trail North Geelong 8:6:54, and we've been playing 5.5 minutes in the all-important third quarter.
Good running from Brad Watts there. He won the ball at the centre wing, ran across and took it in the centre there. Admittedly, he was tackled as he kicked, but he's trying to provide that running option. He's doing a good job of it, so we'll give him a bit of a nod for that one. The goal goes on the board to Big Violet, but well played, Brad Watts.
Yes, well, even though Watts was tackled, the ball was still going forward off his boot at the time, and momentum is important in this game as the ball goes up once again. Woodman down, but Swenson robed it well. Kicks it on the run. The lead come there from Carr. Front of the pack, ball not taken. Coming back, Swenson, who's followed through. He's run a long way down the ground, but the handball comes over the top to Perkins Dean. He goes for Watts again. He's becoming prominent in this quarter. He's had a good game so far. On the left foot toward the middle of the ground. I don't know about the direction of that kick. Up high, mark not taken for North, but good teamwork. Handball came out from Watts, and it went to Tajani. His long kick to nobody in the full forward area. Carr, well, the defenders, you've got to come and meet it. That's what's finally happened, and Bannockburn now come forward with a kick to, that's Dylan, and marks on half-back flank. Goes inboard. Player on his own. It's Padani. He's having a good quarter so far in the 6 minutes in this quarter. Half-back flank now. Where's he going to go? Not a lot of movement. Violet on half-back, on centre wing. He leads out, doesn't take the mark, drops it. Picked up by his opponent there in Turner. Turner now to Elsie. Elsie in the corridor. Wasn't a great kick, but off the boot, but it finally gets to Carr, diving forward. And they just combine so well when they are allowed to run clear, North Geelong. And Carr has already kicked 2.
As soon as they make a mistake, Bannockburn, they pay. The big fellow out here had that spent before he'd taken the mark. Big Violet, his smaller opponent got it off him. It was Turner. All of a sudden, Elsie's in the play. A kick in front of Carr. Beautiful kick out where he could lead him. He had to slide into it, but he did take the mark. And now here's the chance from the turnover for North Geelong to kick their 9th goal. As Carr kicks that long, straight, beautiful kick from Carr. He's got 3. North Geelong go further ahead.
As they've done each time, 3 times, Bannockburn have got a goal. North have answered immediately, and that's their 9th. 9 goals, 660. Lead Bannockburn 3-3-21. We've been playing 8 minutes, and a very entertaining 8 minutes in this third quarter, because obviously Bannockburn have come out at half time. They're fired up. They're giving it all they got, but at the moment it's not good enough.
Well, they have to give it all they got this quarter. They've got to get back into the game, because if they go into the last quarter 5 or 6 goals down, well, they've basically got no hope. But to their credit, they've come out, and Watts is providing plenty of run, and Padani, but just a couple of errors, and all of a sudden a couple of goals go on the board at the other end of the ground. As the umpire sets it free back in the centre, Woodman goes up and he wins this one clearly. I swear that wasn't Swenson, that was Van Creeken that time. Run into a bit of trouble as he tried to get the ball free, spilt back towards Malcolm Key. The ball kicked away from him. Key goes back after it towards half-back, loses his footing. Chance here for Bannockburn. Perkins was about to get the foot of the ball, but he took too long. And the great tackle was from Tajani, and he'll take the free kick for North Geelong and spear it back in towards the centre. A player stood under it bravely, got flattened. It was Elsie. Paid advantage as Malcolm Keith, as young Malcolm Keith gets it across to Fletcher. Fletcher by hand very quickly got it to his teammate streaming down the ground in Van Creeken on that left foot, but the kick wasn't too good and it's chopped up at half back.
So the kick has come to Watts. Good quarter in this third quarter for Bannockburn. His kick found Tajani toward at least Padani. Tajani, gee whiz. Great tackle again there by Bannockburn. Picked up for North. Now Tajani. He's tackled. Coughs it up. Now a player on his own in the goal square. Marks and will kick his 2nd for the quarter. It's the big fella Violet, and the captain has kicked his 2nd and the 4th for Bannockburn. 4-3-27. They trail North Geelong 9-6-60, and we've been playing 10 minutes into this third quarter. It was a fairly heavily strapped thigh here and a bit of a hobble up. I would think fair bit of a problem.
That's Broome. That's why he went off. He played very well in the second term. That's obviously why he went off. We couldn't work it out because he got right in the game. But he's in a bit of strife. But he's coming up and having a spell on the bench and coming onto the ground. Tim Booley going into the forward line.
About 3 acres of
tape
strapping there.
Wouldn't want to be paying for it by the metre. Well, look, we just said that as soon as Bannockburn made a mistake, North Geelong made them pay. That time the mistake was from North Geelong.
Yes.
Bannockburn has swept at the length of the ground and kicked the goal to give themselves a bit of a chance, keep them in it. They're about 5.5 goals down at this stage of the second term as Woodman does the ruck work against Walsh. Walsh knocked the ball to the ground out of the centre. Swedinson tackled. Did he handball the ball legally? The umpire said yes he did. Stacks on the mill. It's forward to the centre here for North Geelong. No one can get it. Now the ball comes out of the pack out towards the half-back flank position. Well, a player went without it there. He thought he had it and didn't have it at all. That might have been Lemaitre. Couldn't quite pick it up there for Bannockburn. Still a lot of players around the ground. It spills free to Padani. He's in trouble. Tackled. Loses the footy. Out the side it comes to Elsie. Elsie goes bang long to the forward zone. Mark out in front almost there to Big Devine. Got a hair pass across. He give it across to our little mate Mitchell Troy and he's kicked the magnificent goal.
What? Once again. The answering goal so rapidly by North Geelong and Troy kicks his second. What a great snapshot. So that's 10-6-66 North Geelong. Lead Bannockburn 4-3-27. And that's 11 minutes gone. And once again, Cookie, they just answer so quickly.
They do, don't they? And the ball was tied up there for 35, 40 seconds. They're all in pack situation. Who emerged with it? Elsie. And the kick was beautiful too, long. Devine couldn't mark, but Robing at his feet, beautifully done, Mitchell Troy. It was a great kick from that pocket because that's about the dead pocket there. They're hard to kick from that side, and it never looked like missing.
Especially a left footer in the wrong side for a left footer. But now the umpire back in the middle. 11 and a half minutes gone, third quarter. This time Woodman thought about taking it, I think, out of the middle, but taps it down at ground level. North Geelong player cop one in the head there. Umpire play on, kick out of the pack for North, but in the way at half-back. That was Mace for Bannockburn. Goes out wide. Key a little bit late there, and his opponent is that Padani, I think it was, towards half forward. One hand there, the big fella Woodman can't take them, but he recovers at ground level. Out wide to Perkins. Perkins picks it up, runs inside 50, a long kick to the goal square. Big fella got rid of his opponent, and Fiola again has taken the mark 25 metres out directly in front, and it's been a good move to put him as a key forward in this third quarter. He's already kicked two, an opportunity here to kick his third, and again a desperately needed goal at 12 and a half minutes into this third quarter for Bannockburn.
Now Eric, now I know his old man well, Cheesy. He was a pretty tough centre half back. Wasn't the best player of all time, but pretty tough. You better start calling his son Filet, I think, or if you
file it,
he'll file you shortly if you're not careful.
All right, well, give Filet a third goal.
Okay.
As young Jamie has done just that, and that's the fifth for Bannockburn. 5-3-33. They trail North Geelong 10-6-66, and that's 13 minutes now in the third quarter.
Full credit to Bannockburn because at times it has looked like North Geelong are just going to steamroll them, but they keep coming back.
Yeah, they do.
And Watts has been fantastic, and so too Dean Perkins providing a lot of run. Mace getting a few kicks across half back, and the big fella, of course, down there, Filet, kicking goals, and that's what you've got to do to make a scoreboard impression. The margin is, in fact, 33 points now, but they need to string two or three together, Eric. One's not enough.
No, dead right as the ball goes up in the middle again. Contest there, picked up by Woodman at ground level for Bannockburn. Kicks it forward. Oh, good work there by Irwin. Couldn't quite reach, but punch it toward the boundary. Looking for a teammate into Tajani, but Watts for Bannockburn. If he can pick it up, he's away. Unfortunately, he can't do that. And under pressure, takes the ball toward the boundary. But he's got a bit of pace, young Watts, hasn't he, for Brad Watts for Bannockburn.
He's certainly been their best runner on the day.
So the ball now out of bounds, just forward of centre wing for Bannockburn. Kicking to the Buckley's end in this third quarter. We've gone to 14 minutes as the boundary umpire puts the ball into play.
It's short on that occasion. Actually, Jared Bryant did the ruck work, got it down to ground. Bannockburn a chance. No, Key's got it. He's dispossessed in that tackle. It came out of the pack to Van Ingen of Bannockburn. A high kick towards centre half forward. They all say, oh, here's a beautiful mark. I'd say they all sit underneath it, but I think that's a good mark taken by Hickleton.
It is.
Look, he's probably just too far out to score. The man on the mark stands at 45. He knows he is. He goes short. Beautiful lead. Beautiful kick. That might be O'Neill back on the ground, is it, with a crook shoulder?
Yeah, so from full back to full forward.
Yeah, well, here's the chance. He doesn't mind kicking in from full back. Let's see how he goes, kicking it over the full back's head. Gained about, probably just the 15 metres in that kick. Man on the mark stands, no, hang on, he's just showing him where the mark is. And the man on the mark stands probably 30 metres out from goal.
I think O'Neill's got the set square out and says the umpire's wrong.
Let's have a look. He's trying to creep around a bit. Dead in front, he should be just running in and kicking the goal. Taking a bit of time about it. Comes in, he's a right footer. Kicks for goal, drifting away at the last minute.
That's why he's full back.
Too far away. Could have been a good goal for Bannock, and he booted that one too. Would have given him a bit of a lift, but unfortunately he missed to the right-hand side. Just a minor score on the board there. 5 goals, 4, 34 points to 10-6, 66 to North Geelong.
Has the ball now at full back in the hands there of Todd Elsey. Kicks to himself, runs forward, and a long kick towards half-back flank. Big pack of players out there, a lot of them from North Geelong. Irwin picked the ball up, couldn't get a clear tap away. A good kick off the ground by Peoples. Unfortunately, it got a bit of elevation and has gone out of bounds on the full. Picked up Woodman quickly towards his teammate at half forward, but in the way there was Walsh for North Geelong, and they return again under pressure. They made another mistake, North Geelong, and it's out of bounds on the full once again. So the Bannockburn players pressuring them a bit. They've kicked 3 goals apiece in this quarter, so I thought they'd made some ground. But
well, I think they haven't made scoreboard ground, but they've made ground in respect of they look like getting blown away at one stage, and they're still in there fighting. They can get the next couple of goals. They're right back in the game. The ball is out on the far side of the ground, and the mark taken. Is that Watts again? Kicks the ball across the centre half forward. A couple of high flyers. Lemaitre went up and the ball spilt through to the front of the pack. Here's a chance for Paddy Dillon, who was the high flyer also in that situation. He couldn't pick it up.
They spoiled themselves, the Bannockburn boys, didn't they?
They did. Lemaitre and Dillon, no talking there. They're both entitled to go for the mark, but if only someone had said just one of us. The ball eventually hit the turf. It's a ball-up decision. Just outside the 50, up they go. The big fella Dick has knocked the ball to the ground. Hickleton, can he run on it with the Bannockburn? He couldn't quite handle it. Got a hand pass away. It was chopped up well by Cam Fletcher. Needs a bit of support. Got some, but the hand pass is there, and it comes to Arnold. Arnold's kick around the body, smothered. North Geelong kick it off the ground. They've got it up towards the centre wing. Big fella there. That might have been Woodman, was it? Grabbed it, kicked it back towards centre half forward. Beautifully roved at the back of the pack here. Chance for Bannockburn as the ball's punt kicked into the goal square. Is it going to bounce through? Is it a free kick? What is it?
Free kick to fire.
I think it's a free kick. I think the big fella Violet was in front and got thrown off the footy.
I think that's right. You've called it well.
And I'm just trying to pick up the little fella that got that onto the boot to kick it down there.
Padani, I think it was.
Might have been
number
Padani.
5.
Okay.
Yeah, in the middle here.
He threw it on the boot. He knew he had to get it long to his big forward there. And hello, every dog has his day, but the Iceman has his pick. Evidently, the Iceman's just arrived here in the commentary box, and here's a chance for Violet to kick his fourth. The son of Cheetah. He goes bang, and he catches his fourth. Bannockburn are back in the game.
Yes, that's 6th for Bannockburn now. 6-4-40. Trail North Geelong 10-6, 66. 4 goals in the quarter to Violet at the 18-minute mark of this third quarter. So very interesting last couple of minutes to go here.
You think they need another one just to give them a bit of spark before three-quarter time, Eric?
Well, the momentum certainly in the last 5 minutes of the quarter, all with Bannockburn.
And the move of Violet to full forward's been a beauty.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. 3 this quarter or 4?
And 4.
Has he kicked all this quarter?
All this quarter. The first one was off the ground.
That's right, yes. 2 marks and a free kick.
Yep, so good work, Woodman. Ooh, sort of almost took it out the middle. Elsey off the ground towards half forward. North under a bit of pressure for the first time as the ball kicked back towards half forward. Attacking the footy for Bannockburners. Dickers gets the ball out wide. Here's that Padani again. It's gone almost to the goal square. And mark taken in defence for Walsh. North Geelong. Walsh, he's found a teammate out there in Roth, and Rath hooks it around the body. Oh, I don't know about that kick. He's, terrific mark. Padani again, too short, but he's good leap and strong hands. And the man on the mark on 50 has Bannockburn mount a challenge.
He has lifted like a hydraulic jack here. Padani this quarter. He kicks it long to the square. Looking for the big fella. Violet's in front. Would have taken the mark. He's been free kicked and he would have taken it otherwise if the North Geelong defender had nothing to lose there, because the big fella had the arms in front of him. He was going to take the mark and he was pulled around the shoulder area in the attempt to spoil. No doubt about the free kick in my book. So Violet, very acute angle. Tough shot. He's a right footer, so he's up against the fence with his right foot. Time check says we have travelled 19.5 minutes. There's just 30 seconds remaining of a term.
Kick here.
Scoreboard shows us 6 goals, 4 plays, 10 goals, 6. As he comes in to kick for goal, the big fella, can he steer it through? The goal umpire leads back. I reckon he's come back to the centre. Violet's kick 5 for the corner. Bannockburn are back.
Yes, absolutely. So now we've got a game in our hands. 7 goals, 4-46 Bannockburn. North 10-6, 66. And, well, if we get back to the centre and have the ball up, that will be it, because it's almost 20 minutes on the clock right now, and siren about to go any time. But the momentum was Bannockburn. Last 3 goals, all to Violet, and the siren has sounded. 3/4 time in the Balan Holden Cup Thirds Grand Final, and at 3/4 time, North Geelong 10-6, 66, going for a championship. Lead Bannockburn 7-4, 46.